before he was Ironside, he was motherfucking Perry Mason.
Oh shit! Well, yo, you live right now on Vegas Jackpot 100. What's up with you, $1 Million?
Vegas Jackpot 100. DJ Greenguy was cracking with y'all, man. Game was in the house, man. Y'all need to go get that, man. It's out everywhere on all platforms. YouTube video out right now, man. Y'all go grab that.
Yeah, check out Game News. It's everywhere where you can find music at. And we got Coach KV, $1 Million Mouthpiece on the line. Hey, for week 3, we had to bring you on since your 49ers already won. We don't even need to worry about them for week 3. You know what I'm saying? Your 49ers took care of business. They're the only team in the NFL right now that's 3-0. So salute to you and your 49ers over there. Looking real good in 2023. The Patriots are on the verge of going 0-3. They traveled down to New York City to face the Aaron Rodgers list. Gone in 60 seconds, New York Jets. Who you got in this game between the Bill Belichick Patriots and the New York Jet Aaron Rodgers-less Jets? You know what I'm saying? You think Bill Belichick figures out Wilson again? Or what you think is going to happen in that game?
Man, this ain't hard, but it's kind of hard. Okay. And I'm so glad you said Coach KV, man, because there's a dude from Portland, Oregon, that play for New England. It's Kendrick Bourne. Shout out to Kendrick, went to Benson. Play with my partner, my son, know my son. But they not going to get by that defense. And Mark Wilson right now, man, I hope he has a breakout game. This could be it. You would think it's it, okay? But you got to remember, man, the Jets have a defense, bro. And the cool thing about that is they don't get the opportunity to score points unless they make turnovers. And that kind of goes hand in hand right now in the last couple of weeks with New England. Am I right?
Although Mac Jones in 2023 looks more like the Mac Jones of his rookie year in 2021, he had the Jalen Hurts Philadelphia Eagles on the ropes. And if there was a toe drag, they might have got that W in week 1. I think Mac Jones is playing strong. I see the New England Patriots winning that game. Now, my pick's already in, but who you got? New England Patriots or New York Jets?
I'm going with the Patriots, man.
Yeah, okay, so Belichick doesn't go 0-3.
But I'm a defensive coach, so, but damn. Hey, man, I'm going to take this upset. This is going to be the one upset because they're going into New York, right?
Yeah, it's going into New York, correct.
This is one upset game. The Patriots going to get this one.
Okay, LA Chargers against the second cousin Minnesota Vikings. Who you got? I got New York on the mind because I said second cousin. Kirk Cousins-led Vikings. Who you got between the Cousins and the Chargers, the LA Chargers? Who you got in that game? It's in Minnesota.
Damn, is the Chargers going 0-3?
Are the Chargers? Yes, these are 2 back-to-back possibilities for 0-3 that I'm asking.
Yes.
And also, check it out. The Vikings just made a trade with the Rams. They got Cam Akers for a 6th-round pick.
But he ain't playing.
No, he ain't going to play. Correct.
He ain't playing. But they do have a notable running back. And Kirkman did come back last week. Who they play against? The Raiders? The Vikings played the Raiders last week.
They sure did. And Kirk has firepower. That wide receiver might be the best wide receiver.
Bro, and I really think he's going to eliminate the mistakes this week against the Chargers. Even though it's going to be hard with Derwin James in there. But, and then Khalil Mack. But I really think at home, the Vikings got this one. I don't think they go 0-3 at home.
Wow. So you got the Vikings and you got the Patriots. Now we're going to talk about the New Orleans Saints, who may have 6 interceptions in this game. They're facing the Green Bay Jordan Love Packers in Green Bay. Who you got in that game between the New Orleans Saints and the Jordan Love Green Bay Packers? Friends of the show are fans of these teams. We got First Class to Blast. He's a Saints fan. We got Big Spook. He's a Green Bay Packers fan. Friends of the show. Who you got in that game?
Green Bay, right?
Yeah, in Green Bay.
Yeah, New Orleans is going to go upset Green Bay. Quarterback play.
Wow, I'm surprised because Jordan Love looks good this year. I think he's got.
Jordan looked good. Okay, Jordan looks good. Okay, but Jordan is not as experienced as that quarterback they got over here in New Orleans, man. Okay, and ain't Alvin Kamara back?
I think he is back, but I compare Carr to that Jake the Snake Plumber. You know what I mean? He kind of remind me of Jake the Snake Plumber. Carr, but you got the New Orleans Saints winning that game?
Yeah, I got the Saints winning that game, bro. The Saints are going to the playoffs. They're going to go probably, they may host a wild card or go to a wild card game.
Well, who else is going to win that bum division that they're in? I mean, it looked like a lot of teams that aren't that good in that division, so if it ain't them, who is it? You know what I mean? It's hard to say, but
it could be them in Atlanta.
Yeah,
it's very possible with the maturation of the quarterback over there in Atlanta and the new back that they got over there. He's nice.
Bijan Robinson.
If they can stay healthy, they can pull off some wins. The quarterback is a really nice decision maker. He makes good decisions. He doesn't try to turn the ball over a lot and all of that. So I see them gelling and growing. Atlanta, yeah.
These games are going to happen on friend of the show, Vales's 50th birthday this Sunday. He'll be turning 50. So I got to give a big shout out to Veles. He's turning 50 this Sunday. And it wouldn't be right if we didn't talk about the cheerleaders when we bring up Veles. I mean, if we asked him, he probably would say the cheerleaders would win the NFC South. You know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys are traveling to Arizona, and I heard it's not going to be 120 degrees over there. It's actually pretty cooled down. But they did just lose Trayvon Diggs in a practice injury. He's out for the season.
Yeah, Trayvon gone, but Arizona ain't got a quarterback. Okay, and they're getting ready to be. They're probably going to tank the season. Corporately, probably, seeing some of that stuff happen. Arizona's getting blown out.
Okay. The Steelers are going to Vegas, and Lil Wayne is going to play his show at halftime. They're taking on the Vegas Raiders. We're on Vegas Jackpot 100. I'm already saying I got Vegas Jackpot Raiders in that game. Who you got between the Steelers and the Raiders?
Oh, the Steelers and the Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh, man, give me the Raiders, man.
There it is right there.
At home?
Yeah, at home. Lil Wayne will be in the building.
They won a game, right? They just won that game against Cleveland. The Nick Chubb game. That's ugly. Praying for Nick Chubb. Hope he get better, man. Cleveland took that one. They took that one. That was hard.
They took that, yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Right on the chin. Unfortunately, I had him on my fantasy team too, man.
Yeah. Pickett is going to be doing a lot of growing up this year. Every game he's going to be growing up, man. So, and then they got Garoppolo over there. Even though my Raiders family feel that they don't got no defense, they can play. I don't think the Raiders are going to lose this game against the Steelers.
I agree. I see the Raiders making the playoffs in 2023. I think they're a more mature team than the Steelers. The only mature thing about the Steelers is their head coach. The rest of their team is kind of young.
Very young.
And
they're not getting any good major, historic Steeler running back play.
No. It's
not to Najee, but when we talk about the Steelers, you think about, defense and a running game, don't we?
Exactly. It's not the Steelers of what we're used to seeing.
Right.
Not the brand of Steelers ball that we're typically seeing year after year. Years ago, it used to be the Ravens and the Steelers, and you would watch them two face, and they'd be two giants facing off like a heavyweight fucking battle. But this isn't the case this year with these Steelers. It's off-brand Steelers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whether it was Bettis or Le'Veon Bell or, a few, but they don't have any major running back play right now. So if they could just get the running, and I'm not knocking Najee, okay, but they need at that position, they need more productivity, and I truly believe that they'll be better.
One more game, Coach KV, $1 Million Mouthpiece, and then we could be done with picks, man. But I got to get your opinion about the Monday Night Football matchup between my LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Their quarterback, last week, he had a massage gun on his leg. I think he's still hurt. Who you got in that game between the massage gun leg quarterback, he hurt his leg in World War III, or the LA Rams? Who you got in that game? A Super Bowl rematch in Cincinnati.
I don't think Burrow was playing.
Huh?
I don't think Joe Burrow was playing that game.
I don't think he is either. I think he's going to sit this one out. But
yeah, if Joe Burrow sits out, they lose this game. His injury is a little bit more serious than expected. And then he re-aggravated it. Not knocking the second string quarterback for Cincinnati. That's just the continuity of the team, offensive side of the ball. It has a misskip when you have, your second string quarterback in, unless, you have a unique situation, kind of like the Purdy situation. So we don't know, or I don't know, exactly what the second string quarterback situation looks like, but I don't think they're going to be as productive with their second string quarterback. Cincinnati will.
Well, you got to think, if Burrow got one leg and he does play, he's still got to deal with 9-9, and 9-9 ain't
and they're not, hey man, I don't see, and that's why I say this, I don't see management allowing Burrow to play this game against Aaron Donald. I don't see that. I don't think they want to risk, re-injury or aggravation. So yeah, he sits this one out, and Cincinnati takes one and home on the chin.
Yeah, it's too much money on that side of the ball in Cincinnati. How much did they just pay this man, and he gonna go out there with one leg after all that guaranteed money? I mean,
hey, they better not do what Shanahan did to RG3.
Exactly.
Put him in the game anyway.
And they didn't guarantee nothing for RG3 when they did that. So
that was ugly. That's the only thing I don't like about Mike Shanahan's career, how he did RG3. But other than that, it was all right. Senior, I should say.
Those are the picks right here for week 3, $1 million. You got any shout outs or anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Man, I just want to say shout out to, Vegas radio station, DJ Greenguy, man. Bless, happy birthday. Everybody, all the listeners, man, all the ambassadors. Yeah, man, y'all go out there, man, and grab that new game news. Just dropped in January, dropped a video to us, animated. We do animated videos. If you need something like that, man, y'all can holler at me, man. But yeah, man, just blessed, to be here, man. Thank y'all, appreciate it. DJ Greenguy is a dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Assassin was cracking with you, man. Shout out to my dude, DJ King Assassin, man. Always on the ones and twos, man. Legendary, man. Y'all go get that Eternal Thug life. You know what I'm saying? Man, and just, working, man. Shout out to my Nest 6, my bro, Thrax, Day, all my, Portland, Oregon family members, all my family members in the Bay. All in LA too. All of that, man.
Hey, before I let you go, I got to give you a good update too. Besides the fact that Velez is turning 50, he got a new crib now, man. So I'm sure he don't mind me letting you know this news, but he got his keys to his apartment the other day, and our boy over there, he living fabulous over that way, man, in Philly, man. You know what I mean? So, big up to him, man. He got a new spot.
Yes. Congratulations. I know how important that is to you. That was to you, man. I'm so glad that you got a chance to, man, get that part of life taken care of for you, man. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, man. I know you go freak your joint out, make it look nice, dope joint, man, and just enjoy it, man. Enjoy your 50th, man. That's the best birthday present that God can give you, man. You know what I'm saying? So just enjoy that, man, and many more to come, man. You got a great 50, man. It ain't old either, man. Trust me, it ain't old. 50 is not a partner. It is not.
It's called being a soul survivor. It's a blessing is what it's called. You know what I'm saying? Making it 50 years, whew, that's a blessing right there. You know?
Yeah, man, especially in today. If you in your 50s today and you survived the 90s and the 2000s, man, and you from the inner city? Oh, my goodness. Come on, man.
Yup.
Come on, man.
You got that right. You got that right.
I don't care what region of the country you from. If you survived the 90s and the 2000s and the early and the mid 2000s in the inner city, Philly, Oakland, New Jersey, New York, any borough, any hardship city, Detroit, for real, Richmond, Virginia, all of that. Yeah, man. Atlanta, you's an OG, man. For real. It's not televised, the things that we had to go through, bro. It's not televised. You only hear stories about them on social media now. Am I lying?
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
I hadn't taken a few years before that. The Jordan era, okay, in the mid 80s when he came out. Okay, I'm from Portland, Oregon, okay, where Nike is, okay. So we spoiled out here, okay. Quinn, we talked about this years ago, okay. We spoiled out here, okay.
The city of roses, where everything is green, the color of money.
So when Jordans first came out, and Nike apparel and all of that first came out, we were the first to see a lot of this stuff, okay? In the beginning, okay? We didn't start hearing about other regions like Baltimore, Maryland, and certain areas in the Midwest and on the East Coast where kids were getting, harassed, beaten up, and some of them even murdered and killed for their Jordans. Yep. We couldn't understand that here. You understand the difference of what I'm saying to you? We couldn't understand that until we actually, really started, checking to see, man, yeah, the price was, I remember when Jordans were $100 or $110.
Hey, speaking of Oregon, Deion Sanders is making a trip to Oregon this weekend, man. What's going on with you today? What you got to say about that?
Man, look, I screwed around and I put a tweet out, man. I screwed around and screwed off my opportunity to go to the game. For real. I screwed off my opportunity to go to the game, free tickets and all that. I done coached almost every young talented student athlete here in Oregon. Okay. Yeah, man, I got a couple kids that go to Oregon. As a matter of fact, Marquise Cook. Keith Cook. You know what I'm saying? Move. Shout out to you, man. Look for Oregon's hoop team to do some good things, man. Young Marquise Cook, the dude that played LeBron James in the movie, man. I used to coach him. I know his parents. He's from Portland, Oregon. He used to play football for me. Okay, if you ever seen him in a football uniform, if they ever let him play football, he's going to look like Randy Moss. He'd catch just like that. I swear to God he do. I'm not lying. But he played hoop, though. Good. So, I could have went to the game, man, but Eugene is, what's tonight? Friday? Oh, it's full right now. Eugene ain't seen nothing like this, but I'm going to tell you right now, even though Colorado doing their thing, they're not beating the Ducks.
That's why I was getting ready to ask you, who going to win this game between the Oregon Ducks? So you got Oregon beating the Colorado Buffaloes in Oregon this weekend.
Yep, that's going to be their first loss.
How many yards is the quarterback?
So going to throw for about 2 or 3.
How many?
He's going to throw for about 2 or 3.
You think so? You think he'll still be a Heisman candidate when this is over? Or what
yes, man. He's still. Look, man, don't think that he can't play no game. Look, man, offensively, they're the business. They just can't. They don't got a power running game right now. But once in a few games, when they get the power running game going, Colorado won't be a problem, bro. You guys have no idea the magnitude. What Deion Sanders is doing, okay? And I've been coaching football for 25, 30 years, okay? On a youth level and some in high school. But look here, man, I'm going to tell you what this man is doing. This man is taking a youth football approach to making the game fun, okay, and caring about his players, okay, personally, okay. What he's doing, man, is real, okay. This is only what he's doing has only been done on the youth level. I've done what he's doing on the youth level.
Now now that we're talking deep about Deion, I keep thinking, what happens in the next 3 to 5 years? You think he could stay there and keep going after his kids are gone? Because a lot of the kids on his team, he was coaching them other kids at the football camps from a long time. Like some of them since they're 4 years old. Not just his own children, but like some of them other guys he's been knowing their whole life. So once he gets past the point where he don't know these kids no more because, a lot of them is family basically. 3-4 years from now, when his family generation of kids is out the door and graduated, do you think he stays there, or where do you think he goes from there? Do you think he'll retire, go to the NFL?
1 or 2. I think he's going to probably. I would hope and pray, okay, that he would stay for maybe 1 or 2 after his kids leave, because there are going to be other kids that are coming in recruited, okay. And this is where staff is going to come in and play a hell of a role, okay? Because he's going to have to appoint someone on his staff, or the school will, the AD will, to take over as he leaves, okay? And I'm pretty sure he's going to leave that place in good hands, in good standings. You guys got to remember something, man. Deion Sanders is coaching at Colorado. I don't think people really understand the prestige of Colorado Buffalo football. I remember Colorado when I was in high school and college in the 80s and 90s. Okay? One of the most sought after pro football guru offensive heads is Eric Bieniemy. He went to Colorado. He damn near won a Heisman. Okay? For real. So I see a lot of possibilities, okay?
Rashawn Salam, 94, he won the
Yes! Cordell Stewart. Bro, that was the squad. That was the squad. They had a defense too, so, he's going to bring that back, and he's brought that back, and he's bringing it back, and I'm pretty sure he wants to, once he takes off, he's going to leave it in good hands and good standings. They're not going to go back to being Owen forever when he leaves. I guarantee you that. He's not that kind of individual, I don't believe. Okay? Even though, some things probably happened at Jackson State, after he left, because they ain't won it. I think they've lost their first game. I don't know if they won their last 2 or not after he left, but it's just a different ball. It's a different level of ball, man. I mean, it really is. So, with all due respect, he will, probably end up going to the pros, but it's going to be, it'll have to be the right situation for him. It has to be the right situation.
There's
the right
speculation that he's going to join up with the Cowboys in a couple of years. People are already.
It could be speculation. Him and Jerry have a great relationship. Anytime you win, an organization, a Super Bowl, and you had a major, role in that, there's always going to be some extra respect and love and homage and all of that. So yeah, but it's kind of hard to see, hard to tell. I see him in Atlanta.
He only got paid $29.5 million, and in 3 games has already made them $90 million.
So who wins in the end?
Everybody does, because he's helping these kids the way Coach KV helps kids. He's helping these kids be winners in life. No matter if they get to the pros or not, he's teaching them how to do life the right way. You know what I'm saying? And so forget about the money. If the money wasn't there and the society didn't need money, he would be making them winners regardless if money wasn't even a thing. You know what I mean? Because he's showing these kids how to do life the right way. He's growing these kids up to be great young men. You know what I'm saying? He's a real father figure.
Yeah, and you gotta understand something. We're dealing with a different type of young adult, even young person. We're dealing with a second or third generation device handheld generation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yup.
You and I are encyclopedia, dictionary, thesaurus guys. Yellow pages, white pages guys, okay? These guys, these youngsters in their 20s, in their teens and 20s have grown up with an app. They've grown up on Instagram. They've grown up on Twitter. They've grown up on Facebook. So it's been a part of their lives since, you know, they can remember.
Yup.
Yeah. Okay, me and you, that's different. I watched all of this shit come into play. Okay, so, you know, and being able to, you know, deal with that right there as a whole is totally different, man. It's being able to really, really connect with the individual. I'm going to give you a story. I don't want to take up the show. I'm going to give you a story of what I'm talking about. About 10 years ago. Yeah, about 10. I was coaching at my youth program at Jefferson High School in Portland, Oregon. Across the street from Jefferson High School in Portland, Oregon is an alternative school. It's called POIC, where a lot of the, what they so say, bad kids are. The kids that, you know, got caught with this, that, and the other, won't go to school, diminished capacity, you know, tailor children, which basically means, you know, they're affected by their environment, whether it may be drug dealing family, dope dealing family, gang banging family, or whatever. They're in that life due to their family. There's no way they could, you know, avoid that. You know, so we're practicing with the youth, 3rd through 8th, okay? And I hear an argument outside. You know, some youngsters, they used to, you know, play for me, you know, kind of like, you know, could hear the tone of the argument. So I kind of like, you know, blew my whistle and got the kids over there, put the kids all the way over in an area of safe space because I didn't know what could pop off. You know, you don't know if these guys, these is what we call Thundercats, okay? Kids that just don't care. You know, no understanding of, you know, safety. I'm gonna get you if I want to get you to stand together, man. And, you know, I had an incident where, you know, these guys were end up getting chased by the police and ran through the practice field on the other side. As he's running through the practice field, he drops a pistol in front of all the kids, bro. 3rd through 8th graders. You understand the dynamic of what I'm talking about?
Yup.
And then having to, as a coach, calm all the kids down. Not only that, you're gonna have parents and parents and family members and things of that nature out there also watching practice. So it was traumatizing, man. Okay, you got to deal with that. You have to, you know, being able to handle that dynamic, man, is something that the general public really doesn't understand, especially when you're dealing with inner city children or you're working in an inner city setting, you know, whether it may be youth sports, youth organizations, or anything of that particular nature, man, because those things do happen. Okay? They do happen. They happen in every big city. Every big city. You know, so shout out to the guys at the youth levels, the high school levels that are dealing with that to try to like de-escalate situations, man. Because those are the guys that are the real difference makers out here, the men and women out here, you know, in your neighborhood and communities working with the youth, man. They're your heroes. So he's bringing that element to college football, and it hasn't been seen before, you know, at this magnitude. Not only that, his influence. I mean, he's got kids that could have went to Alabama. He got kids that could have went to Ohio State on his team. He got kids that could have went, for real, bro. It's different, man. So they're going to be, this is not the same Colorado team that they had last year. And if they had Hunter, it would be a problem. But
So,
yeah,
So if they had Hunter in this game, would you be picking them to win? Or you still got Oregon?
You know, play calling is an art form, man. It's really scientific, man. And some of these guys really get overwhelmed with one aspect of the game, whether it may be throwing the ball too much or running the ball too much. And there's one thing I know Oregon can do. They can run the football. Okay? There's one thing I know that Colorado can't do consistently is stop the run and stop people from scoring. Now, I know this. Oregon got just as many just as much speed on their defensive squad to compete with that offense. I know they do. And I also know that they got an interior line that can get to the quarterback. So, consistently. But it's going to be up to the coaches to call the right plays, put the kids in the position to be successful. So, it's going to be a chess match. Because if, let's just say, if Oregon goes down 2 touchdowns and can't recover, it's going to be an upset. I swear to God. But they will fight back. This is probably going to go down to the wire. Y'all probably don't understand what I'm saying, but it's, yeah, but if Oregon is, Vegas got Oregon by 21-point favorite.
See, and I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think whoever wins is going to be, you know, they played TCU real tough. It was like bang, bang. I think TCU at one point was up by 2 scores, and then you know, Colorado came back and won it. I see it being like a lot like those games Oregon played against Michigan State. If you remember a few years back, Michigan State and Oregon played in the regular season a couple times, and they were shootouts. And this is how I see this going. It's going to be a shootout. I believe it'll be something like 37-34, that type of game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And maybe there's a chance for Colorado to win it at the end. Mm-hmm. And timeouts could become a factor, or maybe turnovers. One turnover or one ref, targeting penalty or something, God forbid, or some type of pass interference penalty. You know what I'm saying? But it could come down to one call or one turnover. But it's gonna be a barn burner, and I truly believe. You know, last week Colorado State versus Colorado broke records for the most streamed, viewed game for college football history on ESPN. I believe this week will take that one. I don't know what channel it's going to be on, but it's going to rival that. It's going to be on ABC, man. ABC took it. They picked it up quick. Hey, I'm going to tell you. It's about ratings too, man. This John's going to be rated just as high as last week, if not higher. Especially in this state. Yes. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, whoever wins this game is going to be pivotal. And it could go down to each team's resume at the end of the year. They're going to look back at this game and go, well, you know, let's say one team went 11-1 and the other team went 10-2. They could both be looked at this game and go, well, they only lost to Oregon or they only lost to Colorado. And they had one loss, so we're going to let them in the playoffs because they played a good team and lost, where the other teams don't have a good team loss on their record. You know what I'm saying? So I believe even the loser of this game could make the playoffs. I'm going to put it like that. Yes, man. You know how much revenue this game is actually bringing in? I'm talking about television revenue money, man. Ratings. It's different, man. It is totally different. Check this out. Every time Colorado plays, and I've been watching this lately, because I work with the media and commercials and work with ads, and I know how the TV work. If you noticed, a lot of these companies are showing their new ads and commercials. They're buying up all the commercial slots for the Colorado games. Yup. Have you noticed that when Colorado plays, you see new commercials? Yup. Have you noticed that? It's like the NBA playoffs or I know. Yes, that's the man. That is
commercial television media ad season.
Yes.
It really is. It is. I mean, that's the season, man. That's when the prices go up. That's when they jump from 100,000 or they go up, bro. 300,000, and next thing you know, yeah, man, it's gonna be 2 million. What? Yeah, man, 2 million for 60 seconds or more. For real, bro. That's how that goes. That is how it works. That's how that shit works. That's why you see, like, you know, and then if it's them, like the new KFC commercial with Deion and his family and this, that, and the other, those are going to play. Okay?
Oh, for sure.
Those are playing. You're going to see new commercials. Damn, they talking to Dan Lanning right now on ESPN, the Oregon coach.
So, hey, before we get out of here, man, what's next for $1 Million Mouthpiece, man? You got anything coming up next that you want to let our listeners know about?
Man! You heard the shooting?
That's fireworks.
That's not fireworks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they over there shooting.
Hey. Duck down, man. Take cover, man. Take cover.
Who the fuck is that?
Hey, for real, man. Be safe out that camp, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you take cover. I'm gonna let you take cover, man. Don't let them get you. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
one. Well, apparently they shooting out that camp, man. So we got to be safe at all times, man. We can't be distracted by the radio. Don't be on the radio when they shooting. You know what I'm saying? Take cover and stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? One love.